Hey, it's Joel Navarro. We're live, NWKS Radio. It is 4th of July, 2024. We're at the Thomas County Fairgrounds, Colby, Kansas, and it's been delivered today. We have an 85-degree day, no rain in the forecast. There is not a cloud in the sky. We are here for a rock and roll show. First of all, you know you're going to get your fireworks at about 10:15. We got food trucks going to be here later on tonight. This is a free event at the Thomas County Fairgrounds, and the highlight of the evening is, you've heard about it, the tribute band, the Rock Gods. I've got Sebastian James with the Rock Gods. Sebastian, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Dude, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Glad to be here. Great town, beautiful city.
I knew
Love it.
you're totally a hairband kind of guy when your name is Sebastian.
Indeed.
Did you get named after like Sebastian Bach or anything?
I did. Yep. I was born in '92. They were on the Slave to the Grind tour, and my dad and mom were out at the show. I think she was probably 6-7 months pregnant. My dad looked over and said, "That's his name."
Awesome.
Did
you meet Sebastian? Have you ever had a chance to say, "Hey, dude"?
I did. We played with him a couple times. I got to really hang out with him up in Sturgis probably 5, 6, 7 years ago at the Full Throttle Saloon. We were direct support for him. And so he'd come off after the bus. He's like, "All right, I hear there's somebody out here named Sebastian." He's like, "It's got to be you." And so we had a hug and we shared, a couple glasses of red wine, and it was awesome. I've got a poster somewhere that says "To Sebastian from Sebastian."
Not too many can say that.
No, it's
absolutely.
Cool.
Hey, let's talk about the Rock Gods. You guys are here tonight. The cool thing is, I did a show like this with a Beatles.
Oh yeah.
Where they were the Mop Top Beatles, and they worked all the way up to the LSD Beatles.
Exactly.
You guys do this, but you do various phases of 80s rock. So you can be Kiss one minute, you can be Def Leppard the next. This is going to be a cool family style show, and we're going to be old school tonight.
Oh yeah, it's old school cool. It's everything from, probably 78, probably Van Halen 1, and a lot of the Kiss stuff all the way up through 89, 90. So you've got everything from Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, Poison, Def Leppard. The list goes on, and you'll get rotating lead singers throughout the night. The band's in full costume. You've got Eddie Van Halen and Slash and Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx and the whole shebang. So it's a lot of fun, good for the families, all ages, appropriate. So we're looking forward to it.
And you guys have been everywhere, so you keep busy with this. So this was this whole your idea, and how this came to be, that you kind of pulled this all together, the Rock Gods.
This was my baby back in 2017 or 18. I just was trying to figure out, what's next, what's the next thing that we're going to do, the big kind of product that we're going to put out there, and just had the idea of, hey, a lot of us can, sing and play different instruments and so forth, and then it kind of just evolved into this multi-tribute, and each year it just continues to grow. It's more pyro, it's more lighting, risers, ramps, all of the above, and ideally, I just plan to keep doing it and growing it until I can.
That's awesome. And we look forward to because everything's a sing-along. Everybody knows every song.
That's
the best part. It's nothing but the hits, baby.
It's a blessing to get to play hit after hit after hit.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Now, you've played it. Let's talk about this True TV deal with Sturgis.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, so I guess that was back. I started touring with Nigel Dupree, who is Jesse James Dupree's son from Jackal. Met them right out of high school. I think I auditioned when I was 18, literally right after I graduated. And so I toured with him for 2-3 years, did a couple years up at Sturgis, everywhere in between. I think it was seasons 4 and 5 of the TV show up there, which was the peak of the show, which it was just incredible, to see it and to be there. And as a kid, I was able to cut my teeth and learn the ropes and kind of, get to where I'm at today, I think, because of some of those early experiences I had.
So have you ever had a chance to deal with the Jackal chainsaw? Have you been able to touch it, to fire it up?
Yep. It's a steel chainsaw. I think he's running probably 40 to 1 or something in that bad boy. It's a ripper. I've had one too many wood chips to the head on side stage, so cover your eyes.
Exactly.
It's a lot of fun though. Those guys, they're the best at what they do. That Southern rock, 80s, 90s rock, kind of crossover stuff. There's nobody better than them live.
But what's interesting too is that music comes back around. You have the initial when it's released, it's immensely popular. Some of it goes away, never comes back. But there's some of it that kind of tails off, and then it comes back with a vengeance. And this is kind of the music that you're doing. That we know from doing radio. Classic rock is huge right now, and as things move along in time, we're going, the 80s. So to hear Skid Row and classic rock, and to hear things up to even Green Day is kind of where we're at. This is it right now.
This is it's it. And I think we've got a pretty decent window, you know, as far as how long it's going to stick around. And you're talking about songs like "Don't Stop Believin'" and "Sweet Child of Mine" and "Shook Me All Night Long." I mean, those are going to be what I think was my parents' Beatles and Stones, and you know, songs that are hanging around 40, 50 years after they were released, and still the kids in the front row, like tonight, they'll be 4 or 5 years old. They know every word.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a real hit.
It's a family show. Come on out and join us. You know, no bag. Don't bring your food. Don't bring bags. Don't bring your machetes. Leave all that at home. Just come out here and have a good time. There is going to be there's a beer garden here, so bring your cash. We've got 2 food trucks. We've got Siebert's Premium Meats at Colby. We've got a great Asian food truck out of Iowa. They're here as well. We've got Dana with goodies and things. Going to have lemonade. Going to have the deep dish cookies. And then there's also the hot dog feed with watermelon. That's free from 5 to 7 here. So let's get going. Come on out and join it. It's 4th of July, Sebastian. Appreciate your time. Plus, check out his new single, American Made. Sebastian James.
Thanks for having me, guys. Love y'all.